Alright, folks, we've been through a lot together, but I think it's time we talk about the absolute nightmare that is the Soldier of God, Mr. Rick. After countless defeats, several broken dreams, and probably a few emotionally damaging moments, I have figured out how to take this guy down. And this time, we're not gonna just charge in like some clueless warrior. Oh, no. This time, we've got a plan. It's gonna be smooth, it's gonna be clean, and it's definitely going to involve me not dying in the first 5 seconds. Ready? Jump right in with the samurai class, put the name as our objective, and let's get into it. Now, considering our final goal, we're not gonna chicken away from the very first challenge the game is gonna throw at us. So, we're gonna take the crafty boy on, and we're also gonna attempt to beat it. Now, you might be asking, what if you're not able to beat it? Well, you just simply delete the existence of this memory. Select the samurai class, select the appropriate name, why we have number 2, I don't know. And then, we're not gonna ignore the very first challenge that this game throws at us. Oh nah, we're gonna take that on, and we're gonna try and beat it. Now you must be asking, what happens if we die to it? Well, you must erase this memory and start over. So select the samurai class, give yourself an appropriate name. I don't know why I keep typing these numbers. And then we're gonna take on the first challenge that the game throws at us and beat it. And that's our first victory. And to celebrate this victory, we're just gonna take a leap of faith off of this cliff while let's pretend chasing down some butterflies. I couldn't figure out a better way to transition here. Now, Mr. Rick is right there, but we're just gonna ignore him right now and venture out into the open world, get to this graze, and then we're gonna try and talk this woman into giving us her horse. As soon as you get it, get on it, and we're gonna head for this spot over here. Now, this place has a tier of somebody, and don't consume it now. I'll tell you how we're gonna do that. It's gonna make us stronger, and we're gonna need that. After that, you see that little guy riding a little horse down there? We're gonna take him down. Why? Because he has something that is gonna be also very useful in making sure that we're able to take down the Soldier of God. Once he's dead, just continue down the path. You might hear somebody calling for help. Now, just remember, you must focus on your objective. There might be people around trying to distract you. You shall not get distracted. If you do, you have already lost. Delete the game, burn your computer. But if you're still with me, continue on. Drop down some of these cliffs and you will arrive at Third Church of Marika. Now this is where you're gonna get a nice little vessel called Physique, and once you put the tier in this Physique, you can use it. And that is when this tier will actually be able to give strength. After you pick that up, you'll see a little forest to your left. You're gonna go in there and we're gonna pick up some more tiers. I don't know how they got here, who they belong to, but we're just gonna get them. And then right next to it, you'll find these ruins where there's a bear sleeping with the little opening next to him. Go in there and pick up this piece, which is gonna boost your charged attacks. And right after that, we're gonna head on over to this beautiful fort with a little moon in the background. And we're gonna ignore all these stupid guards because they don't know how to do their jobs apparently. So you should be able to go up this ladder unscathed and then open up this little chest to find one half of the Dectus. After that, go back to the Third Church of Marika, then hop out of this window. And if you continue on a little bit further, you'll see that there's this portal thingy. Go in it and it's gonna pop you right out onto the other side of the map. Now, open this door just to be safe. Just, grab yourself a checkpoint, relax, have a tea. There's a dude in there. He likes death, so if you feel you want to talk to him about something, he's there for your therapy. Once you've done all of that, head on over to East, go through this bridge, sit down at this grace, and set the time to night. This is very important. It should be nighttime. This person we're gonna meet only shows up at nighttime. I think he has a day job, so he can only show up at night. Now this woman will come in to interrupt your objective, and like I said, ignore. We will go and talk to everybody who we need to, when we need to. Don't let them interrupt you. Don't let them stray you away from where you want to be. You understand? Now, this is the dude that I was talking about. He's kind of tired from his day job, and his objective is kill anybody who tries to pass this bridge. So he's just too lost in it. And if you just come on over on this little ledge, he'll chase you. He'll come after you. He just wants you. And if you slip off, you're fine. We've just tested that. We jumped off of a cliff. So what happens when he jumps off? Well, he won't be fine. And that is good for us. So what are we gonna do when we come back? We're gonna go right back to where we were and pick up our little money, and you'll realize we're a little bit more rich than we were before we died. So bam. After that, there's this little jumpy jack, and we're gonna take that. And then you just keep going down the path, get to the next jumping jack, and also take that one up to reach this grasse. Now, there's a big disabled mother behind you, and as unfortunate as it sounds, we're just gonna have to take her down. So, whack at her tail. She's helpless. She can't really defend herself. So just take your time. Do it a little bit now, little bit 1 hour later. It's all up to you. It's your choice. But once she dies, she also gives you a lot of money. I don't know the logic behind all of this, but we'll just take the money. We're gonna spend all of that to get strong. And before we go anywhere else, we're just gonna head on over into this little fort right here and take the fastest racing line through all of these weird creatures who are, again, pretty useless. Get to the ladder, climb it up, and here you'll find the other half of the Dectus. Yay! So now is about the time when we want to actually take on real challenges. And before our first challenge, we want to go purchase a little jaily jail for somebody we want to fight. And the person who sells it is in this little cave, but then this guy is like, no, you must fight me before you do anything else. Now, we are very strong, so we're gonna take this guy down easily and then head on over and try to steal some man's personal belongings. He's not going to be happy, rightfully so, and then try not to go too hard like me, otherwise you may end up killing him, but that's not what we want. We just want to injure him enough that he's willing to give us his belongings. Give him some money though for the treatment, it's only fair that you pay him a little bit, and then just leave him be, head on over towards the main castle. Before we take on the challenge, let's also listen to this girl. She gave her horse. She's gonna bring us to Round Table Hold, and we're gonna buy this little dagger, which we're gonna put our Golden Vow Ash of War on, upgrade our weapon, and now we're ready to take this guy on. Put him in the jaily jail, whack him a little bit, and then just rinse and repeat until his big red health bar is down to 0. He's obviously mad. He's gonna remember you. He wants to have a 1v1, but like I said, that's not our objective. He can remember us all he wants, but we must forget him and move on to our next objective. We're gonna ask this skinny dude to have him open the gate, and then once he does, we're gonna run right past the stupid defenses, because they are absolutely garbage and they protect absolutely nothing. So once you just run past everything, take on this elevator up, we're gonna get this grasse, and we're gonna go ahead and fight the main lord of this castle. He goes by the name of Godric. Sounds awfully familiar. I think he's trying to impersonate the guy who we want to kill. With the training we've just gone through, we should be easily able to disable this guy as well. And once we dispatch him, this castle is ours, baby. This dude apparently also held a piece of Elden Ring, and we're gonna go ahead and activate that piece, because this piece just makes you a better man. Now, we're not gonna activate it yet. There will be a right time to activate it, just so that the risk of losing the potential of this goes down a little bit. So we're gonna hold on to that. Keep on picking up these little stones on your path, and then you're gonna go ahead into Purified Ruins and find this hidden little location, and you find a talisman in it. Grab that. It's gonna be very handy for us in a little bit. After that, you're gonna take on another portal, and this is gonna take you to the academy. You can't get into the academy, so what you want to do is instead turn back around and hop off the main academy, and then pick up all these little stones. And then behind this sleeping dragon is the key that you need to enter the academy. Go back, pick up the map, which tells you where the key is. Maybe pick it up before, but then just enter the academy. And then we're not actually gonna go in the academy. There's nothing there for us. I don't like studying, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave immediately for Dectus Lift. Once you get to this beautiful piece of architecture, join the two halves, make a full circle, and that's gonna welcome you into Altus Plateau. In Altus, we're gonna go ahead to Lux Soap Ruins, and we're gonna take down the Queen Gillica. She's protecting something that is gonna come in very, very handy because it boosts your attack when you're incredibly healthy. By that I mean 100% healthy. If you even sneeze once, you're done. You can't. So don't. Be healthy. Be 100% healthy to be able to use this thing. Otherwise, just don't come here. I'm serious. Like, dead serious. Head on over towards the high ground, because over here is a little cave, and this cave is hiding more potential for our little sword. You know, our sword, it can do damage, but it can do more damage. And to do that, we're gonna go and pick this bell up, and we're gonna ring it in the two maidens' ears in the round table hold, and that will give us some necessary stones, and we're gonna use them to level up our sword. This is not enough. You must go back to the Third Church of Marika, take on more of the spring mats, and you should go back to Caelid, but this time from the different side. There's a sword hiding behind a paywall here, and you should get it because we're gonna fight somebody who's really, really tired of his job and would appreciate a single lullaby to put him to sleep. So we're gonna make this sword do that for him. But before we get to him, we're gonna go to this fort, we're gonna go around it. Make sure you make it nighttime because everybody gets a little bit tired and they won't come and interfere anymore. So yeah, do that, pick up the Flame Grant Me Strength spell. Now go back to the round table hold and talk to the fingers and this lady until both of them have shut up completely and they have nothing more to say, because then we're gonna hunt down Mr. Vare. He's gonna give us a finger who he thinks is better because we're gonna tell him that we didn't like the fingers. And then we're gonna go and fight Mr. Magnus because we need to prove to Vare that his finger is better. Totally not weird. Once you do that, he's gonna give you a piece of cloth that he wants a woman's blood on. This guy just keeps on getting more and more weird, but we need something that he has, so just follow his instructions for now. To get some blood on that piece of cloth, we're gonna go pick up this imbued key, go into the portal, and see our dead maiden, and put her blood on this piece of cloth, and just give it over to him. Then he's gonna want to play with our nail for a little bit, but then he's gonna give us the item that we need from him, which is gonna let us see somebody special a little bit later. Before that, go to Volcano Manor and tell them you want to join them. We're not really gonna do anything for them, we just want to join them so that they give us the key. We're gonna go in, we're gonna hit this wall, and it's gonna disappear. Whoosh. And then you just run through this darkness. Hopefully you find the path because I really don't know how I did. You can maybe go purchase a light from somewhere. I am pretty sure there's a lot of YouTube guides. Once you go through this, you will arrive at the Grace, which means you can teleport away. And now you want to go to the round table hold so that you can equip one of the other Ash of War that we picked from the day working man, and you want to put that on so you can have a little bit of an easier time in this next section. You want to carefully drop down into the lava, and this is where that new Ash of War is going to show its respect. And then just go up the ramp, go up the elevator, avoid this dude, he's useless, and then bring up this bridge. Remember people, this bridge has a cutscene. Most of the DLC bosses don't. After the bridge is up, just go and rest and remove this new Ash of War. We don't need it anymore so that we can do some more damage. This is also when we're gonna activate that little piece of Elden Ring that we activated earlier. And then get back out there, cross the bridge, and this time take a left into this building. And now we're gonna fight the true Burger King. This guy is super tired. He's probably had so much to eat that he would love to sleep. So we're gonna give him that sword, shove it in the right spot, and he's gonna fall to sleep, and then take him down, which is gonna allow you to pass through this building. Make sure you familiarize yourself with this spot a little bit because we'll be coming back here again. So there's a shortcut that makes you not want to go through that little hop-de-hop on the lava. So make sure you activate it if you don't want to go through it again. And once you've done so, you can proceed further. Avoid everything because they are all, again, useless. They will not be able to harm you as long as you just know how to run properly. And then we're going to take yet another portal. Go inside this piss fog and grab the Rick Beater. Yep, that's what I'm gonna call this thing from now on. We don't need to fight anybody, just get out from there. And now we're gonna go take the easiest path to Mr. EG because he sells some stones that we definitely need. But before we do anything else, remember I told you you want to go back to the spot, and we activated a little elevator for it. So we're going to take that elevator, go back to the spot. This time we're going to run left on these stairs and arrive at this piece of paywall again. And we're going to sadly pay for it. Go through it, and now you're going to drop down, go through all this piece of garbage. Just ignore them. They're not harm. Fuck. Just ignore them and ignore everybody else. Get to the other side and you'll find yourself with another stone. Now we're gonna go into Kaled. Now if you go to this area near this large tower, should be spottable easily. If you can't, please maybe you can go get your prescription checked or something. Anyways, you want to kill this little beetle dude and get the Somber 8. And if you travel down, the skeleton meeting has a Somber 9, which we're also going to pick up. After this, we're going to use the medal that Fare gave us and go into Mohgwyn Palace. Before we head towards Mohg, we're just going to take a little bit off the opposite path so that we can get over here and shoot that little bird in the head and watch it drop down, laugh at it, do this a couple of times so you have enough money and purchase all the stones that EG is selling, then upgrade your weapon to level 9. Go back to Mohgwyn Palace and then run through everything. You don't need to again fight anything because, like I said, most of the stuff is garbage. Grab kukris from somewhere. You already should have a bow. Line your shot up, throw a kukri, and watch everybody get cucked right in the ass because you're gonna get that juicy stone from right behind them. Go back to EG, bring that puppy to +10. Now we're gonna go take on Mr. Rodan. He's not hard. He's definitely pretty easy boss. All you do is run away, then he disappears, then he comes back, and that's when you summon these little pawns to take damage for you. Do your ritual of buffs, and then now you're ready to just shove your big Rick beater into Radan's ass, which is kind of blocked by the horse but should still be fine, and you should be able to easily destroy this dude. Look at that. Since he's a demigod, this means that you can go talk to this lady again and get another talisman pouch, and after that we're gonna take on this dude on the horse. Just sneak up behind him, do your ritual, charge up your big old Rick beater, and do this 4 times. You've got the victory in your hands. Now literally if you mess this up, just delete the account, delete the game, and again burn your computer. Now for those of us who succeeded in doing this, we're gonna go right into the capital. We're gonna hop on these roofs a little bit and head on over into this little well so that we can grab the horny jail marker this time. Once you've done that, you want to zip back out and we're gonna take on this dude who only exists in piss form. Once you've defeated him, you get all 4 talisman slots unlocked. Now, I forgot that I never picked up enough talismans to fill these slots, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up a strength talisman and a stamina talisman while at it, and now we're ready to take on the person who stole a kid. I don't know how else to describe him. But actually, he's a bit of a bloodsucker. So before that, let's go and talk to Yura. He's in love with a lady. And love is often a thing that can be pretty complicated. Just go through Yura's journey with him and help him out, help the brother, and you'll find that he didn't really succeed in the story of love and he's fallen down there. So go ahead and do him a favor, kill his lover right in front of his eyes, and then grab her tear, which we will need. Go ahead, put that in your physique, put that on, do the rest of your ritual, and bring out the horny jail marker. Put him into it, beat him up, and once you've defeated him, now you're able to touch the dude that he stole. Touch the arm, and you can go into a brand new world. This pathing is kind of hard to explain, so make sure you listen to me. What you want to do is you want to go straight, just absolutely straight, take on a bridge, and then take a right. Once you take the right, there will be 3 paths. You want to take the middle one, and once you get down in the poison swamp, you want to take a right and then take up Airspring back up. In the castle, you want to exit it. You want to exit from a tiny hole in the little mountain, and then you just have a massive long line till you reach some ruins. At the top of these ruins is a talisman that we need to defeat Rick. If you've done everything that I have explained up until now correctly, if you've overcome all the challenges that you've faced so far, congratulations, you are ready to face Mr. Rick. Go back to the stranded graveyard, jump off into the cave of knowledge. Assert your dominance by killing all these peasants that are protecting Rick. Like, bro, get the hell out of here. I'm ready to take down the soldier of God. Once you reach there, take a deep breath. Remember what you've been through so far. Do all your ritual and step right in. Oh my god, dude, why do I even try, man? This fucker! Oh my god! Why? You absolute idiot! I hate you, man.